Okay, from the modules page, we're going to take a look at the syllabus under course materials. So we'll take a look here. So this says summer 2018 online. Gives my instructor contact information. I won't be in my office. This is the summer. I won't be on campus. I would suggest we went through this. The everything's organized in the modules area of Canvas. This is important when submitting online assignments. Use the following: Docs, Doc, or RTF. If you are a Mac user and you are using Pages, you need to convert that into a Word doc or Docs, which is very simple to do if you use Pages. I grade everything in Word, even though I'm a Mac user myself. It's just the norm that most people use. So if you send me Pages and I'm on a computer that I don't have Pages on, I will have a hard time grading your assignment. Please read through all this. The homework assignments are set up into different categories. You have what are called review questions, which are questions at the end of the text. You have extra credit review questions, the same review questions at the end of a chapter. And then you have essay assignments. The essay assignments carry the most weight, and they should be somewhat interesting, I hope, for you. Make sure that you do those. They really do add up. And then discussion assignments, a discussion board, and there's a variety of different types of discussion assignments. So that's how the homework assignments are set up. If you have review questions, you generally won't have an essay assignment, and vice versa. So I believe your first assignment is the review questions for Chapter 1, which we will also look at the course outline after we're done with the syllabus. And you will see it's all laid out it's fairly clear, I hope. Okay, oh, I see a typo. I need to fix that. Okay, so with the review questions, I go read through all this stuff here. That's pretty self-explanatory. Essay assignments, there are 4 essay assignments. They need to be double spaced, 2 to 3 pages. You need to have a works cited page at the end of the essay. You will be marked down without that. And you can look at this MLA formatting. There's a link here that will take you to how you format your paper. Mainly, I need your name, a title for the page. You need to double space it so it's clear and easy for me to read. And then at the end, you need to cite where you got your information as a works cited page. So the MLA formatting will go through that in detail. Now, this isn't an English class, so I'm not grading your grammar, etc. But it needs to be legible, and if I can read it easily, it really makes a difference because I have a lot of papers to grade. And so then your discussion assignments, I will post topics or questions on each section as discussion assignments. This is the easiest points in the class, or 10 points each. Sometimes you're just going to post a fact about a particular musician that no other student has posted. The first one's a little bit more involved. You have to watch some video, but fairly simple, easy points, so I really suggest that you do those. Here I have a review question, homework example question of how you should answer a question. You have to, don't just give me a 3-word answer. That's not going to cut it. Also, if you're copying, I have a plagiarism detector. I will see that you are copying or getting your work and not citing it, and you will be either marked down or not get a grade at all for that particular paper. So please don't copy each other's works. Don't take another student's homework and put it in as your own. Just be honest, and everybody will be happy. Participation. This is a 54 lecture hours broken into 6 weeks, so this is a 6-week class that would normally take 15. you're going to be busy, but you will get a humanities 3-unit class out of the way in 6 weeks, but you really have to stay on top of it. I don't accept late assignments. I know everybody has things that happen in life, and I just hope that you can all just focus in and stay with the class. I see another typo. I got to fix a few things in here. Let's see. There are lectures and reading assignments, and I'm going to show you some of those when we get done with the syllabus section. So I will post lectures that will explain material to have different links in there. You should look at the links. They're there for a reason. Hopefully that you will learn something or see a different artist on a video, etc. So we'll take a look at some of the lectures. And there are also listening assignments, which is here. And this is part of your tests are going to be, you have to identify a particular piece of music. You may have to identify who the musician is, maybe what kind of style of music it is. For example, in the blues, you have different types of blues. You have Mississippi Delta blues. You have Chicago blues. You have Texas blues. You're going to have to also identify examples from where they are from as far as regional styles. And this will be very clear as you work through the class and read the book and read my lecture notes. A little side note, the lecture notes will be taken down from Canvas when the midterm and final are active. Same with the listening assignments. So the other tests, the lecture material will be left up, but when you do the midterm and final, all that material will not be visible. So you're going to want to take notes and really spend a lot of time on the listening. You have information and quizzes. These are going to be based on topics discussed in class. They will be based on the textbook, lectures, and listening examples. And you can read through that. I'm trying to keep this thing moving so we don't have a 2-hour orientation here. There is a practice quiz in the first week. It's a simple little 5-point quiz just to make sure that you understand how the quizzes will work. So I would suggest that you definitely do that. That way when we have a quiz that's worth 30 or 40 points, you've already seen the sort of format that I'm using. The syllabus quiz, that may or may not happen. To be honest, if I can put it together before the class starts, you will have a syllabus quiz. If not, don't worry about it. There is what's called a document submission paper. This is just a trial run on making sure that you know how to submit a document so that when you have a homework assignment that's worth quite a few points, you have already submitted a document through Canvas. And all you have to do is tell me your name. Hi, I'm such and such. I like this type of music. It's very simple. It's more really about, you can tell me about yourself if you'd like. I'd really like to hear about, your life, but you don't have to. You can just submit this document and it allows me to see if, okay, this person understands how to submit a document in the correct format. And then, when you get to a bigger assignment, you're not having problems with that. And let's see, I've talked about announcement in emails already. Scroll down here. The midterm, I will go through the course outline and show you when the assignments are going to be due. But here, this tells you when the midterm exam is. It's on a Sunday, Monday, 4/22 and 4/23. You will get 2 attempts at the midterm, and you will get 2 attempts at the final. And you actually get 2 attempts for all the quizzes also. So make sure that you put these dates on your calendar, and there's also the course calendar will have everything up. There are some extra credit assignments. I have the due dates for those in here. I suggest that you do them because if you mess up on a quiz or something, it'll just help your grade. Here is the grade breakdown for the most part, and it's some business on academic honesty. And in a nutshell, that is the syllabus. Please read all the way through it so that you really understand how the class works. Okay, we're back at the modules page. We're going to quickly look at the course outline. course outline. This is important here. For all weeks except week 6, the deadline for each quiz is 11 p.m. on the corresponding Saturday. The deadline for each homework, essay assignment, and discussion assignment is 11 p.m. on the corresponding Saturday. The midterm is on Sunday 7/22 and Monday 7/23. The final is on Friday 8/3 and Saturday 8/4. All dates can be found in the Canvas course calendar. And so this will show you on each week what is due. You can find out when it's due by the course calendar, but it is, like I've said before, a 6-week course, so we go through a lot of material in a short amount of time. There are no makeup exams. If you miss an exam, there will be some extra credit that you would use to make up those points. Please don't ask me to open up an exam. Every year a student will miss the midterm and they're doing great in the class, and then all of a sudden they miss the midterm, and I can't help you with that. You really have to just stay on top of this class for 6 weeks. Okay, so that is the course outline. Okay, we're going to actually look at a typical week here. Let's just go to week 2, and you can see how that week is set up. Oh, by the way, in the course outline there are page numbers. Those page numbers will be with the most recent edition, so if you have an earlier edition of the book, the page numbers won't line up, but the chapters are for the most part pretty much the same. Okay, so here's a lecture in week 2, the blues. I've just picked week 2 just for the heck of it. Gives you some background. A lot of it will also help with what you're reading in the book, and then I give some examples, audio examples that you can play. Born in the morning. Okay. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just go through the lecture, read it, read the chapter. For example, the blues is going to be chapters 3, 4, and 5. Have some really good video, some old video of great blues players like Elmore James here. Okay, so etc. You see how all that works. Got some more video. Different links. If you run across a link that isn't working, send me an email. I try to keep up on that stuff, but sometimes one day it's on YouTube and the next day it's gone. You know how that is. Okay, so that's a lecture, and then I'm going to go back to the modules. We'll take a look at week 2's listening assignment, and we start off with ragtime, which really isn't the blues, but it's a style that we needed to discuss, so I throw that in at the beginning of the blues. And that's in chapter 3. They discuss ragtime. And, you go through different types of blues. Here's Delta blues, hokum blues, and I also explain each example in the lecture, and the book explains the examples. There are some examples that I throw in that the book does not cover. I pretty much come up with my own examples, but I also use some of the book examples. So, for example, this is Elmore James. This is Chicago blues style. The book discusses Chicago blues style. In the lecture, I talk about Elmore James and how he's part of the Chicago blues style. And then you're going to spend a lot of time listening to this list so that you can identify these audio examples from each other. That is slide guitar that he's playing. And again, the book will talk about bottleneck guitar. Okay, so that is an example of a listening assignment. Let's go back to the modules.